If you're looking for a 50-state legal way to increase the horsepower in your 96 to 98 Cobra by roughly 50%, then the ProCharger high output centrifugal blower setup might just be the way to roll. The ProCharger kit that we are talking about here is going to be built around the very popular and very capable P1 SE head unit and will include everything needed to get your car up and running, including your fuel management and the included tune here, making this as turnkey as it gets. Your price point for the Carb Legal kit will land just south of $5,000, and the install, according to the site, will get a full 3 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and about a day or so to get everything knocked out. So full disclosure here, guys, the dual overhead cam 96 to 98 Cobra might just be one of my favorite Mustangs of all time, and I think for the most part these cars are pretty underrated. The 4-valve Texid engines were pretty stout overall, along with that low compression made them a pretty good candidate for forced induction. Now, in stock trim, these cars made 305 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque at the crank, but like anything in the Mustang world, that is hardly enough for most gearheads out there. Enter ProCharger and their high-output intercooled supercharger kit. Again, essentially a turnkey centrifugal blower that can easily achieve around 500 horsepower at the crank as it sits right here, and even more given a bit more fuel and a bit more boost. Now, the weak link in these particular Cobra engines are the internals and aren't really known for handling or liking a lot of power above 450 to 500 wheel horsepower. Now, the Texid block is pretty damn near bulletproof, but if you want to go above and beyond what the ProCharger is set up to do at 8 pounds, a forged rotating assembly and more fueling will be a necessity. But with all that said, let's start breaking down some of the bigger components. I don't have everything on the table, guys, because there are a ton of parts included with this kit. Instead, we got some of the biggies, so let's talk about them. First up, the workhorse, the P1 SE head unit here, which is just an awesome blower and a very capable blower used on several different platforms from ProCharger, including the newer Coyote cars. Now, right out of the box, guys, again, this kit is set up to produce roughly 8 pounds of boost, but the blower by itself is capable of much more if you ever wanted to turn things up down the road. Now, for the record, ProCharger did back the P1 SE head unit here with a 1-year warranty along with a 3-year warranty on the air-to-air intercooler portion here. But speaking of the intercooler, you are going to find the 2-core unit which you're looking at, which is capable of supporting up to 950 horsepower. So certainly efficient enough at the boost level that we're talking about here, which again is roughly 6 to 8 pounds depending on your mods. But as I said earlier, guys, this is the whole deal here minus what I don't have on the table from soup to nuts, meaning you're getting all of your piping, all of your bracketry, in addition to that 6-rib shared belt setup. ProCharger does also include their ProFlow bypass valve with this kit, along with an FMU and the tune here loaded onto your Diablo Sport device to get you up and running for the very first time. Now, the FMU or fuel management unit and the included tune will again be a safe and conservative way to get the car running for the very first time, but if you did ever want to upgrade to a legit fuel system along with going with a custom tune, it's certainly not going to be a bad idea long term, but ultimately that will be up to you guys. Now, installing a centrifugal blower, I would argue, is probably one of the easier methods of forced induction to install because a lot of it's just going to hang off the front of the motor using the included brackets we just mentioned. Of course, you do have to run some of the piping and mount the intercooler itself, but overall, really shouldn't be a terribly difficult job for any average mechanic out there. But nevertheless, the site is going to kick this one up to a full 3 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and a day or so to get everything in place. So if you're looking to really wake up that 4-valve Cobra through forced induction, the ProCharger high output kit will be a 50-state legal turnkey way to do so, and you can grab yours right here at AmericanMuscle.com.